Hello, all you big bass lovers out there. It's Demont coming back at you again. Here to do the monthly 6 cents box. Just want to see if they put anything different in here. You already know you're going to get some crankbaits. You're going to get a couple soft plastics. I mean, you're going to get a good value. It's not the most original box in the world. But, I mean, if you're looking for something for value, especially if you're trying to replenish the shelf, so to speak, this is like the best box you can get. You know, it's all going to be usable. Alright. I like to wish Hard a happy birthday. He knows who he is. I'm going to go ahead and start this off with a red 6 cents bag. I don't know how it is where you guys are. In North Carolina, it's been beautiful this week. But then it's supposed to get cold again starting tomorrow. Alright, let's see. First up, I think today it was like 82 degrees. And yesterday it was like 85. First up, we got a Curve 55. This is the 3/8 ounce dies 5 to 9 foot. This is a direct competitor for like a wiggle wart. And this color is Ghost Table Rock Shad. Ghost Table Rock Shad. I mean, it looks good. Nice clear color. This would be really good for nice clear lakes. This would be good even in the summer, not just in the spring. Yeah, it's nice looking. You know, you're getting good top-of-the-line hooks. You're getting good O-rings, good split rings. I mean, not O-rings, split rings. Get my mind straight. Alrighty, next, but certainly not least, what's next in the box, the bag here? We get Crush 100X. This is 5/8 of an ounce. I think it goes 2 to 5 foot. This is another clear. Now, I'm surprised they're sending clear patterns for spring. Spring has never been about clear patterns, especially in the southeast. Alright, so this is Shadow Scent. Shad Sense. Shad Sense. It's just a bigger square bill. It's like the size 2.0 for you Strike King guys out there. Alrighty. We'll get to those in a minute. Next hard bait. I haven't seen this one before. Munch 40. 7/16 of an ounce, 2.5 ounces. I mean 2.5 inches. Oh, this looks like this is called 4K Shad. This looks very much like a man's BB1 minus. Or there's some other crankbaits I like to fish out there. It's kind of the same kind of deal, but just a very shallow running crank. It's the pre-evolution of the wake bait. Yep, this is basically what this is. Man's baby BB1 minus. It probably goes down 2 to 3 foot to max. Yep, that's exactly what this is. That looks really nice. I'm going to be trying this here pretty soon. Nice rattle to it. Ow. Really sharp hooks. I think I'm getting some motion blur. I'm still shooting this on my old camera. Let me know if I'm getting motion blur, guys. I'll have to go back to my old camera. I don't know why it's looking like that on the screen, but let's see if it portrays it when I post a video. This box is different than the other boxes. You gotta fold this flap in, fold this flap in. Alright, so it's funny how they don't put the depth nowhere on here. I wonder if this is, 2 to 3 feet, just like what I said, if you read it on the back. This crank, let's read the back. This 6 cents Munch was designed as the ultimate all-purpose crankbait. Diving 2 to 3 feet, this crankbait can be used around almost any type of shallow cover. What makes this bait unique is the hard thumping and hunting action in a smaller profile crankbait. Plus, it comes stock with premium top-of-the-line hooks and lifelike paint schemes to ensure you get the best right out of the package. I mean, yeah, like I said, it's a BB, like a BB1 minus, or a man's baby. But this seems to be really interesting because I have to change the hooks and everything on the man's. This, you're probably going to pay a little bit more for it, but you get all the better hardware and stuff for it. Now, what's next? What's next? What's next? Now, this is what I'm expecting for spring. So here's a crushed stud 70, meaning a 6-inch stud 70, half ounce. Of course, you guys know this is a lipless crankbait. This color is called boiled crawfish. All right, next. Yeah, I'm expecting this for spring too. This kind of goes along that flat. I haven't tried them yet. Actually, I went back and bought more of them, of the flat-sideds. This is the Crushed Flat 75X. Dives 2 to 5 foot. This color is called Brown Eye Special. My wife wouldn't call this the Brown Eyed Special. There's something else called the Brown Eyed Special. But I digress. We'll leave that alone. So what makes this different than some of the other flat side crankbaits you get out there, this is more, reminds me kind of like a bigger Little John. So that's what makes me want to try this. Really, I want to try this a lot. So I'm gonna get out there and try them. I ain't tried them yet. Has a very kind of, almost sounds like a 2-tap kind of rattle, or a tungsten rattle. I mean, I love the color scheme, and I mean, like this kind of color gets bit this time of year, especially when the water's dirty. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to trying this. We still have not got moved into the new house yet. That has, it's like one project after another project after another project, and we still got a couple more projects. I'm hoping to be moved into the new house within the next week to 2 weeks. That's what I'm hoping for. We will see how my hopes and dreams go. Alright, so it feels like we got 2 soft plastics in here now. And that's it for the bag. So let's see, first soft plastic. Now, I do like these. This is the little, this is called Electric Shiner Exclusive Color. Just so you can see that. But these are, you guys know I love a finesse swim bait. And these are the little 2.8s. Wonder why it doesn't have that on the pack here anywhere. I don't know. Usually on my other packs I have it's right here. But anyway, you get 8 little baits. No, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you get 10 baits. You get 10 baits per pack. These kind of feel in between where you have the Keitech, the 2.8 fat. And you also have the Keitech 3-inch Easy Shiner. These kind of fill in that niche in between them. They don't have the ribbing. They're not as aggressive as the Keitech, the 2.8 fat. These kind of fill that hole. They're starting to become one of my favorites. All right, and then before I show you the other thing, you get some jungle hooks. I mean, yeah, jugular hooks. I'm sorry, jugular hooks. These are just basically your regular offset round bend. They're more of a kind of a hybrid. Let me show you one real quick. They're kind of an O'Shaughnessy and a round bend. I wish there's a couple. The hook is actually really strong. It's really sharp. There's one thing I wish they would change. And so you can kind of see it has kind of the O'Shaughnessy bend down up here. And it has kind of the round bend down here. I wish, instead of making this a 90, so you can see it a little better, I wish they would put just a little Z in here. Just so it holds the worms up on it better. Because this is a very sharp hook. And it works very good. But the only problem I have with it, when you thread your bait on, I'll show you with one of these clouts here real fast. So the other thing you get here is clout melon dust. This hook's a little too small for this worm, but it'll be okay to show you. So when I'm looking at putting my worm on, well, actually I think this is a 4/0. Yeah. I wish it told you on here. Yeah, it's a 4/0. So this hook's actually good for it. I don't know why I was thinking this is a 3/0. So there's mainly two ways you can rig this. The first way is you're going to come straight into the worm head, just like this, right dead in the center. You're going to come down as soon as you get past that barb. You're going to come out of your worm. You're going to come down. You're going to come up and over your little 90 bend here. I always like to make sure my eye comes up inside the worm. That actually helps hold your hook in there. Then what I like to do is like to place the worm on the hook like this. Bring your hook back, bring your worm back like this, and bring it all the way through to where just the point is barely, you can barely feel the point through the worm. Some people like to T-expose this, which T-exposing would mean you, instead of putting the hook through like that, you're going to line up where your hook bend comes out at. You're going to bring it straight down like this, and you're going to come straight through your worm. Then you're going to come back out the top, and then you're going to pick your worm up a little bit like this, and set the worm on top of your point of your hook. Now, T-exposing is okay. It's not my favorite. The problem you have with this is every time you pitch this worm in some cover, I'm going to show you what. See how easy it comes off of that? How it comes right down? You hit stuff, this worm just comes down, balls up on down here. Or another thing, if you T-expose it, as soon as you bump something, you see what that hook does? As soon as anything like touches it, whether it be a dock piling, rock, brush, when you're using this style hook, if you T-expose it, that's what's going to happen. That's why I recommend for anybody using like the Gamakatsu round bends or any kind of round bend style hook. Everybody says you go through more worms this way and you get hung up more. I don't think you get hung up more. I recommend you basically look through your point. You hold the hook on your bait like this, where that hook bend, where that bend comes into the worm. You're just going to bring the hook straight down here, and you're going to pull it to where you can barely feel the hook. What that allows that worm to really sit straight on your hook. This takes a lot of the line twists out. This makes the worm fall straight. It makes it have like a better presentation. And I think it gives you a better hookup, and it's less, you don't get as many snags. In my personal opinion, because I've tried T-exposing with the round bend, especially the round bend on Shaughnessy. Anytime the hook point is pointing up more, and you want that hook point to be pointing up more, because when the hook point is pointing up more, that's more is going to dig into that fish's mouth when you come into him. He doesn't have to bite it like this. He just puts his mouth against it, and as soon as you pull that hook, it's digging. It's getting him. Anyway, just thought I'd show you that really quick. And another thing, if you don't have any Neds and you need a Ned, take you one of these clouts. Cut it, I think it's about the 10th sack back, or 10th ring back. Like right here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. 10th ring back. You just trim it off right there. Which is probably what I do with this since I messed it up with the hook. I'll trim it off right there. And that makes a great Ned bait. So if you ever need to try that someday, go ahead and try it. I'm going to go and give you guys one of my secrets, okay? Another thing I like to throw in the Ned is these small swim baits. You throw these small swim baits on your Ned, and it looks like a small little minnow or a small little bait fish down there pecking algae off the rocks or pecking algae off the bottom. That's mainly for the guys who watch to the end, so you kind of know a little bit what goes on through my head. Little small swim bait makes a great Ned bait. I especially love the little Z-Man, the Slim Swims. They're like, I think they're 2.8 or 3 inches. Something you've seen them on some other videos. But those Slim Swims on a Ned head, you want to talk about in the summertime, filling your limit, that'll get her done. Alright guys, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, subscribe to the channel. I've been getting asked a lot of different questions about some of the AliExpress reels and AliExpress rods. I've got 3 rods in for AliExpress. I haven't even had a chance to open them yet. To be honest with you, it's rods you guys have asked me about. I didn't have them before. I decided to go ahead and get. There was 2 of them that you guys asked me about that I got, and there's 1 of them that I wanted to try that I got. So those will be coming on the channel here pretty soon. All right, so recap real fast what you got. Clout, Divine swim baits, jugular hooks, and 5 crankbaits. I mean, let's think about it this way, guys. Just real quick about the value. This box costs $36. Your $36 is basically right there, because these cost about $12 a piece. There's like your value right there. So you get this, and this for basically free. Because somebody asked me about how do I figure the value of these boxes over on my Instagram. And so I'm like, well, if you figure out the box costs $36, and 3 of these baits cost $36. Actually more sometimes. Alright guys, I'm signing off. This is DeMont. You have a great day and tight lines.